Okay, guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, be sure to start off by copying down the objectives today. Please copy down today's objective. And today we're gonna become familiar and study the Muslim empires of West Africa. And the main empire we're going to focus on today is the Mali Empire. The Mali Empire was located in the western part of Upper Africa right here. This ancient empire was very, 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 very well known. We're going to start off the reading on turning your book to page 494, please, everyone. Please turn to page 494. 494, please.
494.
Yes. Our focus will be able to discover that the Mali Empire was the second West African empire to prosper using trades of natural resources. They traded with natural resources. The natural resources were gold and salt. I need someone to start off the read, and we'll start on page 494 with the rise of the Mali Empire. You start the reading, please. Listen, young man, quiet, please. Thank you. Loud and clear, dear.
After Ghana fell, the small kingdom it once ruled completed the palace. In about 1203, a ruler named Imai took over what was left of the old empire. He ruled over many small kingdoms that had been under the control of Ghana. One of these was the home of Mali's people. Triumph of Sundaya.
All right, let's discuss that for a second. All right. We talked about the Ghana Empire. This empire, it broke apart. Once it broke apart, it broke up into many different factions and sections. Okay. No real structure. Nobody in leadership. Okay. Go ahead, continue, sweetheart.
According to oral history, the Mali, tired of Suman rulers, poor rule, they asked
Sunjatai.
Sunjatai, the son of Mali rulers, to free their kingdom. In 1230, Sunjata led a rebellion with the help of Mali king.
Okay. One of our key words and focus is a rebellion. Okay. They started a rebellion against the rule of the ruler Sunjatai. Sunjatai. Okay? It's pronounced, you see when they have parentheses next to the name, that's a different way to pronounce it to help you say it the way it's spelled. When they're talking, from a different language. So Sunjatai. And he was the son of one of the Mali rulers, okay? A lot of people encouraged him to lead them to freedom so they could break away from the evil rule that was taking place. Go ahead and continue.
By 1235, they ruled over a new empire, Mali. They took over all the former territory of Ghana and added more. Soon,
Jatai.
Jatai became Mali's national hero and remains honored by the Mali.
To this day, he is still honored. Just like we have holidays, somebody name a holiday for some vacations that you get off from school.
Christmas.
No.
Spring.
Martin Luther King's birthday. President's Day. Very good. Now, in that same way, this former ruler still has a national hero and national holidays to honor him. Okay? But that's not where the Empire of Mali stopped, or that's not where they stayed. They grew. Who wants to read next paragraph? You, son. Sunjatai.
Ruled with the wise ruler. He called himself Mansa or Emperor. He ruled with an assembly of kings. At the first meeting, the assembly put forth a set of laws. The laws dealt with social classes, property rights, the environment, and personal conduct. Passed by word of the mouth, they became the law of the land. The rules divided responsibilities of privileges among the clan. The laws allowed women to serve in government on rare occasions. Others soon Mali gained control of the gold production,
Producing regions
and
trade routes.
and grew wealthy from trade. It traded items like gold, salt, cloth, books, and copper with Egypt and North Africa.
Okay, let's discuss that for a second. He proved to be a very good leader, okay? And he ruled an assembly of other kings, so he had like a cabinet, okay? So he had kings and rulers under him, but he was the one on top. We learned about that in our last lesson. What was that called? At the top of the chain. A pharaoh. Good, very good. Okay. Now they say he created many laws that dealt with social classes and property rights. What would happen if there were no laws? What would happen if there was no laws? If we had no laws? CJ.
Chaos would start and then it would go down.
Good. It's chaos. It would be chaos. That's like having traffic outside and no traffic lights. What would happen if there was no traffic lights? Everyone would crash, run into each other, speeding. So that's why we have laws, to keep what? Keep us safe. What else? Control. Keep us safe and healthy, yes? And order. Very good. That's what the word I was looking for. It keeps us to have order. But this ruler was very smart and well liked by his people. Okay? And he served in government. Now, this man right here we're going to talk about. What's that name right there under Mali's new height? Yes, Mansa Musa. Okay? He was the next ruler in this empire. Who wants to read about this great emperor right here? Go ahead, young lady.
Mansa Musa Empire from 1312 to 1337 ruled Mali during its most
Prosperous.
prosperous
Who can tell me what that means? He ruled during their most prosperous period.
but the most productive.
Yes, that's where their most production, they reaped their strongest. Yes, well, other words. Important is fine. Any other words that tells me how they prospered? Their greatest wealth, yes. What else? Academics, nice. Let's keep going here.
He made the empire larger.
So he expanded their borders, okay? He took over other lands and he expanded their borders. Go ahead.
By embracing Islam, he changed the empire into a center of Muslim learning and arts.
So he expanded their land and he also embraced what? Religion. And religion is another way of having a lot of rules too. I think religion sometimes makes us respect each other, makes us follow other rules, okay? He embraced Islam and he brought the learning center of art. Next. Go ahead.
Mansa Musa's
Jihad.
A jihad or religious journey to the holy city of Mecca is one of the duties of a faithful Muslim. In 1324, Mansa Musa made a great jihad. He set off from Mali with a
Caravan.
which is a large group that travels together.
Let's talk about that for a second. This jihad that he goes on, most religious, yes?
Like the caravan, you can say a large group of people that travel together, that kind of reminds me of a carpool.
Yeah, you would think of it as a carpool or an entourage or a posse. But in these terms, when they say his caravan, one of our key words of the day, a caravan, we're not talking about an entourage or a group of people that one of his favorite singers travel with. We're talking about thousands of people. Thousands of people, and they went with him on this long journey to pay his religious respects. Okay, so most Muslims They consider this a very important journey to make. So he traveled, and the next sentence says, 12,000 officials and slaves and more than 80 camels loaded with bags of gold dust traveled with him across the deserts. Arab writers at the time were amazed by his great wealth. It was reported that he spent so much gold in Cairo that he even upset the Egyptian economy. His great jihad brought world attention to his empire. So word started to spread. It started to spread all over the world how wealthy, how great this empire was. So the word spread. And even people from North Africa, Arabs, and Europeans, they began to understand how wealthy and advanced their empire had come. So besides wealth, what other gave them reason to respect their culture?
Fame.
What fame to them? How educated they were. Okay, remember he embraced the Islam religion, and then he ended up. What we're going to end up going into next. He started building institutions. Okay.
It's like churches, right?
It'd be churches, it'd be colleges, it'd be schools. Okay. So what we're going to do here? CJ, pass this out for me. What we have here, guys? Pass that out, CJ. To everybody, make sure they don't get one. Okay. Raise your hand. Somebody tell me what this is.
Cluster diagram.
It's a cluster diagram, but what other words we use with it?
A graphic.
It's a graphic organizer. Okay. What do we use graphic organizers for?
To organize our thoughts.
To organize our thoughts for our writing. Very good. What we're going to do, you're going to work in pairs. You're going to work with the person right next to you, okay? What's our main topic that we're all going to start at the beginning of our focus on? What's the main topic? Our main topic is going to go in the center of your graphic organizer. What's our main topic? Okay, get more specific. You put the title on here. You put your name. The main topic of our writing is going to be the rise of the Mali Empire. Okay? You're going to work with a partner. You're going to work with a partner, and I'm going to come around to make sure we are adding details so we can fill up our graphic organizer before we get to write a summary about the rise and the decline and the important facts of the Mali Empire. Yes, sir.
What does it say?
Where? Right here? M-A-L-I. The Mali Empire. The rise of the Mali Empire. The rise of the Mali Empire is the main topic. Yes, sir. Everybody have a sheet? You put that there too, yes. So you're going to work with a partner. You're going to work with a partner. Take turns detailing leading facts. Leading facts that are going to develop the summary of the Mali Empire, okay? You're going to refer back to our reading. Okay? Detail 1. I want you to concentrate on the first ruler of Mali, okay? That's what you would do.